Going over to question 6 now. What is true about Eleanor? So that's our prompt. That's where we always want to look first. And let's start reading. So this text is from a novel. Eleanor lives with her younger sisters and her mother, Mrs. Dashwood. Eleanor, the eldest daughter, whose advice was so effectual, possessed a strength of understanding, coolness of judgment, which qualified her, though 19, to be the counselor of her mother, and enabled her to counteract, to the advantage of them all, the eagerness of mind in Mrs. Dashwood, which must generally have led to imprudence. Imprudence is kind of unwise behavior. She had an excellent heart. Her disposition was affectionate and her feelings were strong, but she knew how to govern them. It was a knowledge which her mother had yet to learn, and which one of her sisters had resolved never to be taught. So we're hearing about Eleanor, who was the oldest daughter, and she had great advice. She had strong understanding, cool judgment, and that qualified her at such a young age to give her mother advice. And she even counteracted her mom's eagerness of mind that led to bad behaviors or bad judgments. She had a great heart. She was affectionate, strong feelings, but she knew how to control them. And that control of her feelings was something that the mother had yet to learn. And one of the sisters was so rebellious that she could never do it. She resolved she would never learn that. So we're just talking about how awesome Eleanor, the eldest daughter, was. And let's go ahead and look at the answers now. What is true about Eleanor? She often argues with her mother, but fails to change her mind. I don't think it's that one. She can be overly sensitive with regard to family matters. No, for A and B, we're looking for examples of Eleanor just being amazing in every way, like it's being described here. And C, she thinks her mother is a bad role model. They didn't say that Eleanor had a bad opinion about her mother, and she's remarkably mature for her age. That makes total sense because she was even counseling her own mom. So she was just so ahead of her age, and everyone depended on her, and she even gave advice to her own mom. So the answer here is D.